Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Faiz Aiman, a young mathematician who is here to help all SPM candidates and all Form 4 students to achieve their best score in Addmath. So today I'm going to teach you about one of the hardest topic in Form 4 syllabus, which is laws of indices, surds, and logarithms. Without wasting our time, let's dig into it. If you have textbooks, you can open it because we're going to learn a bit of facts about it. First topic is laws of indices. You guys have probably learned it at Form 2 and Form 3 and even Form 1. But this time in Form 4 you're going to learn indices that involve algebraic expression or involve variables. The variables can be the power of the number or even the number itself. Okay, so this is laws of indices. Okay, so for this question, you can see here the equation here, and you can change it into this form. So 3m, but I advise you to use this form and not like this a to the power of n times a to the power of m, because like this you're going to get confused easily. Okay, so go on to the question, plus 3 to the power of m in bracket 3 squared over 3 to the power of m. So now we have same variable here and here, so you can factorize it. 3 cube plus 3 squared over 3 to the power of m. You just cancel down and up the value of 3 cube plus 3 squared, which is calculator, and you're going to get 36. So that's your final answer. So for this question, like this, you can use the method or the formula I give here. So use the same form, plus 3m times 1. Why do I do this? Why do I let this one? Because 3 to the power of m times 1 is still equal to 3 to the power of m, so it doesn't change anything. And here 12, I use it so I didn't confuse. Like probably I'm not going to perasan that actually on the left hand side there's a value. So like I said before, factorize it. 3 to the power of negative 1, bring the plus 1 is equal to 12. 3 to the power of m in bracket 4 over 3 is equal to 12. 3 to the power of m is equal to 9. So m is equal to 2. Write the answer throws. Go straight to the answer. But please do it neatly and go to the downwards. Don't do it like me because I don't have enough space. So for this kind of question, there will definitely be this kind of question in exam or any workbook. You just need to make the variable 4x times any number lah by simplifying it. 4x 4 squared plus 4x 1 plus 4x 1. Like before, I do the same, right? So you just need to remember this and then simplify it. You're going to get 4 plus x 21. So how do you know that integers of x is divisible by 7? And see the number here. So 21 is divisible by 7, blah blah blah. So this equation is divisible by 7 for all integers of x. So to answer the question, you need to use sentence lah. First mention the number is divisible by 7, so this equation is divisible by 7 for all integers of x. As an easy question, you just need to remember what you have learned in Form 3, which is consumer topic, because this question is related to that. So Mr. Prakash invested 20,000 ringgit, annual interest rate 10%, amount after 30 years, and this is the formula that they have given. So for this kind of question, you just need to use the formula that they have given to you. The initial investment. So the initial investment is 20,000 ringgit. The R, which is the annual return rate, which is 10%, so 0.1%, 0.1, and the T or the years is 10 years because the question asks for your 10 years. Okay, so the question can be either they ask for the annual return rate or probably the initial investment lah. 1 plus 0.1 to the power of 10, you're going to get 51,874 ringgit and 85 cents. So this is the answer. So this question is kind of easy but sometimes hard to understand. Okay, so now you have learned laws of indices. Now we're going to move on to laws of surds. So this is all the formula. Let's move on. So now let's move on into a little bit of the facts of laws of surds in the textbooks, page 97. First of all, decimals that can be converted to fractions are rational numbers. So this is all the example. So next, decimals that cannot be converted to fractions are irrational numbers. So basically, any decimal numbers that have infinity or many decimal places is irrational numbers. Third, numbers with radicals. This is radicals. If the value are integers or recurring decimals are not surds. So surds is a number where you have a square root. The value of it has so many decimal places. So if square root 4 is not surd because it can be turned into integers too. Okay, so that's overall of it. So now let's move on to the example. Next question, convert 0.6767, which is recurring decimals, to fractions. First of all, you can use any variables to represent the decimals lah. And then just need to multiply by 100 on both sides. From here, we have two equations. First equation and second equation. So second equation going to be minus by the first equation. So it will be 99 and is equal to 7. So it's actually 67.6767 minus 0.676767. So from here you're going to get n is equal to 67 over 99. Okay, so but what if there's number in front of that, like 6.676767? So for this, you're just going to create another variables, represent it, 7, and a is equal to 6 plus n, where n is equal to 0.676767. So you're just going to pisahkan 6 and 0.676767 and just use the same method that I did before lah. This question, they're going to ask you to rationalize the numbers or the equation. So how do you do that? You're going to multiply both up and down terms by the opposite of this. So if it's square root 5 plus 2, it's going to square root 5 minus 2. Don't forget to multiply it on the upper part too. So why do we do this? Because we want to make sure the denominator to get the number a number that is not surds. Okay, so next, how you going to do this is just like how you do x plus 2, x plus 2. This multiply this, multiply this, this multiply this, this multiply this. In this case, square root 5 plus 1, square root 5 minus 2, times this, times this, times this, times this. So it's not wrong for you to use calculator, so you can just square root 5, use calculator to do this. But it is advisable so to do a working so that you can get marks. So square root 5 times square root 5 is going to be 5. It does not wrong if you press square root 5 times square root 5 and then square root 5 times minus 2. That's what you're going to get. Okay, so when you get this, you're going to get this. Okay, you're going to get this, and then what you need to do is just simplify it. You can 3 minus 2 square root 5 plus square root 5 plus 3 minus square root 5 plus 2 square root 5, and this cancel this can be cancelled by this, so 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So this is your answer. Some The answer is probably going to either integer, whole number, or probably going to stay for, like, example, square root 5 plus 1 over 3, like that, probably like that. This kind of question, you're going to use squared, so you get 4x minus 9 is equal to, okay, for this question, for this one, it has two different terms, which is 2 square root x and minus 1. So you're going to treat it like it is a variable and use the same method. You do this that multiply this multiply this multiply by this, so you'll get this. And now what we're going to do is you need to make this as a subject. So 4 square root x is equal to, and now baru you guna square, so you get 16x is equal to 100. For square, you're going to use di belah kanan dan belah kiri jugalah. Is equal to 100 over 16, which is 25 over 4. Okay, now let's move on to laws of logarithms. So like always, this is the formula of laws of logarithms. Wow, that's so many. Bear with me. So we're going to use some of these laws in this next 3 question I provide you. So let's move on to find a way to turn this term to the same base as this one. So using this formula, you can get the same term for both up and down. To get this term on this equation. With that, you can 1 over 2 log 9x. So how do I get this? By using this formula into this. So the power is x to the power of 1 over 2. Number 1 over 2 ni can bawa ke depan of the term. So then you can get 2 you can get 2 over log 9x is equal to u. So log 9x over 2 is equal to 1 over u. Log 9x is equal to 2 over u. So because log 9x to the power of 3 is equal to 3 log 9x. So you just need to gantikan or replace the log 9x with 2 over u. So 3 in bracket 2 over u will get 6 over u. So that's your answer. This involve the product of law and division of law, like I said before. So change the form according to this formula. So then log have same base, same base, same base. Then you can simplify it. It is plus, then it's going to be multiplied for squared. This is minus, so division to 50 is equal to 3. So and then can use your calculator, so you get log x 8 is equal to 3. So x to the power of 3 is equal to 8. If you remember, it's equal to 2 to the power of 3. So x is equal to 2. That's how you answer it. This question, it's probably a little bit confusing, but it's not exactly. So what you want to do is just apply log to both sides. Now this is an index or power, so you can bring it to the front. So what you're next gonna do is, this is one term, this is one term, so x log 3 minus 4 log 3 is equal to x log 50 minus 3 log 50. What you're going to do is pindahkan term yang sama, x dengan x, nombor dengan nombor. So now we have same term, same term, same term, same term. So this means that you can simplify it. This one you can either use calculator to just buat dia nilai, or you can kekalkan je. Now what you gonna do is pindahkan ni ke bawah, 5, tekan calculator and you will get 2.610. So for this one you just need to use this, you need to remember this one, x log 3 minus log 5. So now that's overall of this video. That's all my explanation for laws of indices, surds, and logarithms. And to me, logarithms is the hardest part because there are so many laws and formulas you need to know. But overall, what it matters is for you to remember what do you remember on the past. And also, one tips from me, imagine the terms like 2 to the power of x or log x3 or the surd 4 as a variable. Imagine it as a variable. That will really help you a lot. So that's my overall video. Thank you for watching. And if you have any question, you can comment on this video, and I will definitely answer it for you. Bye bye.